We almost have a full class today. Sing I la, hoot hi.
Singhala, Duck Juice.
Are you feeling better today?
I am.
Okay. Uh, hula dunk gung. That's really good to hear. Um, and not only checking on your well-being, but it's good to know for when we go around the room,
Yeah,
practicing Haida. Okay.
I was practicing. I was just under my breath practicing last session.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Um, Okay, I gotta get protocol started so that we can um, move on to Heidi introductions and back to Q&A, and then I'll have you guys decide if you want to uh, do grammar or stories. Okay, you know the drill. Tlajuga Utla. All rise for the Haida Nation anthem. Yo, oh we, yo, yo, howie, howie, hey, yo, howie, 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 yo, howie, yo, howie, hi, yo, howie, howie, hey, yo, howie, howie. Yo, yo, Howie, yo, hey, oh, Howie, Howie, hey, hi, yo, Howie, 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 we, Howie may be seated. I have a little bit of asthma as well, Hutai. This was the first time I was able to sing the Haida Nation anthem. It felt like full force, um, which is good because that type of song you use a lot of diaphragm, a lot of power from the lungs. Okay.
I have a question for you, Duck Juice. Is
Mhm.
there a way you can record yourself singing that song so that when we're standing up, we can hear the recording a little bit easier and practice singing along? Sometimes when you're singing, it's so far away from the microphone that we pick up just kind of random words. And I am singing along, but I feel like a toddler learning right now because I'm trying to fill in the words when I don't hear you. So I don't know
Oh,
if there's a way, or I know it's kind of a techie question, but it would be really nice if when we were standing, we were all singing along to a clip of sorts, because I would really
yes,
like to participate.
yes.
Thank
It's
you.
actually very easy to do. I do it in some of my other classes. Um, I simply grab my smartphone and click on utilities, and up pops voice memos, compass, measure, and calculator. So I go into voice memos. I've also had to do this when I was a college student, and a teacher would say, "You need to send me a hot kill recording of your homework or your assignment." So um, I'm gonna I'm gonna sing it, but only once through. because with a voice memo, you could listen to it over and over as many times as you want. So instead of 3 times, you could listen to it 10 or 12 times, whatever the number is. Okay, so this recording, quiet. Uh, I don't want my cat on the recording. uh, the recording is going to be called New Recording 75. Okay, I have to stand up and I'll have more power that way. Haida Nation Anthem, sung 3 times through. Yo ho,
Yahweh,
yo ho,
Yahweh,
we,
Yahweh.
hey, I, yo ho, hey, I, yo ho, ah, we, we. Actually, do have to sing it 3 times through because the ending's different. Yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, Howie, Howie, hey, hi, yo, Howie, 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 yo, Howie, yo, Howie, yo, we, hey, hi, yo, Howie, Howie, hey, hi, yo, Howie. Ah, we, we, yo. Okay,
How
now all I have to do
is
is click on the 3 dots by the recording. Share pops up. I'll click on email, and then I'll just send it to all of you. And I will type Haida Nation Anthem right by new recording 75. So one of my students that can write music, he loves it when I send a voice memo, and then he could literally write the music to the Haida song. Okay, so that's going to be in your email, guys. Okay, now we have class prayer and class greeting. O sing sanawai, O sanan itlakdas, O salana, Hugin sudas, kusant itlana gudang. Have pity on what we are saying. Aji singai on talan kil lagan. We thank you for this day. Ayat atlan ichku. Kajkat sangdalanga talan kil lagan. We thank you for gathering us here today. Hugin talan estas. Itkasite. Whatever we are about to do, help us. Damantalan istie ana, so that we could do it right. How a singsanoi, how a sanan itlakdas, how a salana, agun ans hita, last greeting, itidasa harala isis titolan, atlan anas di gunai lagan, dalan isas di gunai lagan, dalan asian di hangilgan, ayat kilan talang skatang, dalang as kil lagan, Jahawa u Xaad Kil Sin. Greetings, good people, my friends, my family. I'm happy to be here. I am happy that you guys have come. I'm honored with your presence. Today we are learning our language. I thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Let's learn Haida. Do all of you have the class prayer and class greeting to practice at home?
I
Skin
do.
has it. Hutai doesn't have it. Kim Dika, do you have it?
The clap pro?
The class prayer and the class greeting. Do you have it in your email?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. Hoots Kadangas, do you have this?
Yes.
Okay. So I need to put this in a PDF. Okay. And okay. I got too many things in the way. I need to be able to attach the document. Here it is. Okay. Now everybody has that. um, it's a good thing to have in the future if you're ever called um, to say at a prayer at a meeting or event, or you could use this part in speech. So it definitely has uses and framework in it. Okay. Now we need Haida introduction. Hoot hi, you're always up first. I'm going to skip my introduction. My introduction is a little too long. Um, let's have you guys do them.
Halala is. Atlan of the Goodnight Lagen. Tammy de la Garza, Hinu di Kiang. Hoot Hai, Hinu Had Kil di Kiang. Good people, I am happy to be here. My name is Tammy Garza. My Haida nickname is Hoot Hai, Sunshine Eagle in Old Haida. Hawa U.
Oh, next, I think we have, Hoots Kadangas.
Halala Hizis Hatlin and Alf di Goodenight Lagen. Sébastien Clermont, Hinudi Kiyan. Hoots Kadangas, Hinu Hatkils di Kiyan. Di Talai Tlalai Slunil Idang. Good people, I'm happy to be here. My name is Sébastien Clermont. My Haida nickname is Hoots Kadangas. I'm 30 years old. How are you?
Ulagan, you've been practicing. Okay, East Skin.
Adela Isis, outline on Achti Goodnight, Agen, Big Bear Alexander, Hinu di Kiang, Giskin, Hinu Hakikti Kiang, Duhatas Kian, Slungat Dagang, Kagwantan, Uda Ichang. Good people, I'm happy to be here. My name is Big Bear Alexander. My Haida name is Giskin. I am Haida and Clinket. My clan is Kagwantan. Howoo.
Ulagan, how Okay, let me make this a little bit smaller. Kimdika. So it fits all on one screen. There we go.
This Atlanan off you do the nigh logging. The lump thing you good an eye logging. Tony Bennett, Hinu Di Kian, Kim Di Kai, Hinu Hadkif Di Kian. Good people, happy to be here. Happy to see you folks. My name is Tony Bennett. I had a nickname as Kim Di Ka, Laughing Goat, Hawa U.
Ulagan, how Okay, I think we are done with introductions. It's always good to practice. When you fall out of practice, sometimes it makes it hard on the brain to try and remember what to say. Okay, we're back in Q&A. There's some developments in these new words. Okay, we did the Easter questions. Oh, here's a new one. One of my students with her family, Ko Antalang Diingen, we searched for eggs. Now this verb, to search, to look for, to find, uh, has shades of pronunciation. So it could be Diingen, like it's spelled, or you could pronounce it like there's two I's. Diingen. Neither one of them are, there's nothing wrong with either one of them. It's just a matter of style choice. Um, so just, I think I'm going to leave that there. So I think I'll make this a little phonetic. But the YNG will still be there to tell you it could be pronounced ying, wadu, young. Okay, so we need phonetics. The one for bird's eggs is easy. It sounds like co. This rhymes with like big toe. Un, talang, diingen. We searched for eggs. Ko, un, talang, diingen. I'm actually more used to the I. Like I said, they're both correct. It's just a style choice. Ko and talang diingen. We searched for eggs. It's a popular tradition around Easter. Ko and talang diingen. Kimdi ka dashway gusu
Tolan, Yingen.
on hoot hai.
Koan talang diangin.
He's in.
Oh, on Talong, Diungen.
Hoots kadangas.
Kaan talang dienging.
Okay. Okay, so we did some of this, but no, we never went around the room. I just called out on how to use some of these and how it's pronounced.
We
Oh, it changed it on me. It changed, or either that I'm a bad typist. Hush, this way, and then you point. Uh, we can't say up the street because in Haida, up means up towards the heavens. So, but we could use our arm and our hand and say Hashqui this way and point up the street. So Hashqui 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 this way. Imdi ka dash way gusu
We are.
hoot hide
Akwi
ong skin
we
ong hoots kadangas
Alf guiha.
ong again I gotta test you guys memory. um, do you guys remember an old TV show called The Gong Show?
Oh, good grief.
Ferris, the CIA agent.
I love that show. I thought it
Ah,
was
Jitty, ah.
hilarious. That's going way back. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, whenever I see this, even if it's in phonetics, it reminds me of the title of that TV show, The Gong Show. Okay. Um, I'm doing some phonetics on these. School. Oh, this is not school. This is Sewell. It's underlined G. I gotta watch my phonetics. So we have QI again. Oh, and we have hit gong again. So these are very similar. And then we have lawn. This is going to rhyme with lawn, but it has a ST in front of it. Goose, QY, Jung. Okay, that's enough for now. And then we'll get into more directions. Okay, so we just finished with Pasquia this way. Now we're doing it's down this street. And of course, you could point as well. I just like to do sign language when they can to back up their what they're saying in Haida. So I might say QI Gui hit gong Ejan, it's down the street, and use my arm and hand to point down the street. QI Gui hit gong Ejung. QY. Gui. Hit gong. Ejung. QY. Gui. Hit gong. Ejung. Kimdika. Dashway Gusu.
we hit gong Egypt.
Ong. Hoot Hai.
Gui, hit gong, jung.
Ong.
E-
Giskin.
we hit gong ejang.
Ong. Hoot Skadangas.
QI, Gui, Itang, Ijang.
Let me see what's in chat. This isn't going to be a desktop background of the Gong Show, is it?
Nope, is Charlie Brown.
Oh, Charlie Brown. Oh, how funny.
Charlie Brown saying ah.
Oh, that one. Um, okay, I'll save it. How I might have to I might have to use it. Oh, is it popping up? Yep, there it
There it
is.
is.
Jadia, I forget who made it.
I don't either.
Uh, uh,
Is it said Ajadia?
Ah.
Ajidia.
yeah. Jadia. Um,
Good grief.
yeah. Good
Say it
grief.
one more time. I want to say it one more time.
Jadia.
Ajadia.
It usually brings it usually makes Ida's laugh. Like Skin said, it could mean good grief. It could also mean over crying out loud, that type of thing. Uh,
And if
so
you're
it usually
sarcastic,
makes us.
if you're
What's that?
sarcastic, it can be what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. uh, okay, this one. Um, I forgot for a moment that this is the underlined G, so we won't be pronouncing it like a G. It'll sound like a puff of air. Instead, in this case, in this particular case, because there's an S in front of it. If if the S wasn't there, we would be able to use our full um, force of air from back here, and we would go whole goose, whole goose. Lots of air rushing from the back of the throat, but we can't because it starts with the S. So now it's goose. So it's more subtle, that the air is more subtle. Goose. QI. Hit gong. Ejun. Goose. QI. Hit gong. Ejun. Goose. UI. Hit gong. Ejun. It's down to the right side of the street. Kim Dika. Dashway Gusu.
Cool goose. hit gong Egypt.
On. How Hoot Hi.
Goose. Hit gong, jung.
On. Hulagen. Skin.
Wugus. Hek gang Ejang.
On. Hoots Kadangas.
Solgos, QY, Itang, Itgang, Ijang.
On. How um Splon Skin, you might recognize this word.
Lan?
Splon as in Splonjow.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, there's a reason. Okay,
Right here.
guys. Yeah, right there. Slanjao, that's our Haida word for toilet paper. But there's a reason why that's our word for toilet paper.
Oh my gosh.
And the reason is uh, slan, to use your left hand. So you use your left hand to wipe because you eat with your right hand.
That's what we used to call Auntie Winnie Edenshaw's boyfriend.
Oh no.
That was what we called him. He just
Oh,
laughed.
oh, how funny. That was hilarious. So we have Slangus QI Egan. It's to the left side of the street. So this time we're pointing and to the left. We're using our left hand to point out it's on the left side of the street. Slangus QI Egan. Slangus QI Egan. Kimdika.
Plan goose earwise ija.
Hong. Hoot hi.
Langust. QY. Ejang.
Hong. Hulagan. Kiskin.
On Goose QI Ija.
Hong. Hoots kadangas.
Langul, Kui Wai, Ijang.
Hong.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now like Hoot Hai mentioned, we were a canoe society, so we would have north, south, east, and west. Now we have to be careful with north, south, east, and west. Uh, so I made sure and grab the correct terms because a lot of times we're describing the wind. The wind is coming from the north. The wind is coming from the south, that type of thing. Um, so north is Sagui. Um, so I'm going to type Sa rhymes with the we, which we've been having, and Sagui Um, this is actually part of one of the names of the clans in Haida Gwaii because they were their village was at Massa Inlet. So Sagui is in the name of their clan. But Sagui is north. Uh, doesn't have anything to do with north. It does have to do with making this a complete sentence by itself. In Haida grammar, you can't you can't just have Sagui. You have to have for the grammar. So Sagui is north, is for the grammar. I can't remember um, how how else to explain it. It makes it a full grammatical sentence by adding to it. Sagui Sagui Kindika,
Agree
Ang, Hoot Hai,
Sagui.
Ang, Giskin,
Takuea.
Ang, Hoots Kadangas,
Sagueha.
Ang, and as you could see, I had to do it with all of these. I had to add to the end to make it a full grammatical sentence. But if you want the term, it's whatever is before As you can see, east takes 3 words. So if we were to break down east, sa is above, like the Haida word for heaven is sa tlagai, meaning place above or above country. Gui um, comes in handy with directions because that's exactly what it is. It's a directional. If I was to say I'm traveling to Sitka, um, we would use gui in uh, that sentence. Um, so, uh, so for whatever reason, we have above, um, place, or this means a lot of things: land, area, country, and then gui is directional. So those 3 make up east. And then Jagua, um, it looks and sounds a lot like our word for 7, which is Jagua, low tone. The only difference is this has high tone at the end of it. Jagua. Very slight difference. Okay. Going back to this one is Tagui. So we have Ta and Gui. The glottal stop, it depends on how powerfully you want to kick the T out. Put the tip of your tongue behind your upper front teeth and snap that T down. Agui, agui. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's more hardcore, depending, like I said, on how powerfully you snap the T down. Tagui. This time it was more subtle. Tagui. That one's more forceful. So tagui 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 Um, and those last 4 pronunciations I did, the first 2 were more subtle, and the last 2 were more full-on pronunciation. None of them are wrong. It just depends on the power of, they call it the snap, snapping that T out of your mouth. Tagui tagui Kimdika,
Aguia.
Ang, Hoot Hai,
Taguia. Ta
Ang, Iskin,
Aguia.
Ang, Hoot's Kadangas,
Taguia.
Ang. We're going to have a lot of we are. The phonetics here, I have sa, kla, rhymes with duh again. Ga, gui, ah. So sa, klaga, gui, ah. Sa, klaga, gui, ah. So it's fairly high tone. Sa, and we start off low tone. Kla, go into high tone. Klaga, and then gui is actually gui, high tone, and then low tone. Sa, klaga, we are. This is why people say the Haida language sounds sing-songy because it rises and falls. And it's a beautiful language. Sa tlaga, we are. Sa tlaga, we are. It almost rhymes. Sa tlaga, we are. Kimdika.
Sa, Taga, Wea.
Perfect. Put hi.
Sa, tlagwa, sa, tlaga, guia.
Perfect. Kiskin.
Da, Laga, we are.
Perfect. Puts kadangas.
Ta, tlaga, guia.
Perfect. Okay, our last one, west. So jug, wa, ah, jugwa, jugwa, we are going to hit the tone over um, the WAA. Jugwa, 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 kimdika,
The Gwa,
put high,
Tagwa,
kiskin,
Jagwa,
put kadangas,
Jagua.
um, I'm not going to go over these. But they're there if you need them. We are going to do this one. I need to do the phonetics. Then we have NY, agent. Okay. So Seattlean is obviously Haida jargon for Seattle. So Seattlean hits casket, Swanson, NY, agent. And we have the phonetics below it. Let me see if I could move it up a tiny bit without messing it up. No, I can't. Okay. So this is the phrase. It takes an hour and a half to get to Seattle, and it's implied that it's from Ketchikan, which is in parentheses. You can't see it's off the screen, but this is our phrase for it takes an hour and a half to get to Seattle. So we can use time for saying how long it takes to get somewhere. Seattle hits Casket, Swanson, NY, Egan. So this pinch K, we call it a pinch K, is kicked from the middle. Doesn't have anything to do with the back of the throat or the front. It's from the middle. Seattle hits Casket, Swanson, NY, Egan. It takes an hour and a half to get to Seattle from Ketchikan. Seattle hits Casket, Swanson, NY, Egan. Kindika.
Yatlan, Hitsa, Kaspit, Swan Song, NY, Egypt.
Um, Hoot High.
Seatlin hits Kuskit Swansung Inwai Ejung.
Kiskin.
Ziatlin. Hits Kusket Swanson in my earjung.
How Hoots Kadangas.
Seatlin. It's Kasgit Swansang Inwai Ejang.
Um Imdika. This was all your fault, you know. No, I'm teasing. Um, I'm teasing. You brought up time as a measure of distance.
Uh,
So, and you live in Yakima. Can you give me a time frame like whatever town or city is like an hour or a couple hours or hour and a half, something like that from you, from Yakima?
Fulton is about 3 hours away where Nathan lives.
Oh, is that Bolton or
Sultan, like
Oh Sultan? I know, yeah, I knew that. Um, my hearing not so good.
they're
Yeah, I know
very
where
similar
Sultan.
words.
Sultan is close to Gold Bar, isn't it? Yeah,
Like two miles, and then you keep going up toward Leavenworth.
yeah. Okay, I know where Sultan is. Okay, so Sultan is 2 hours. Did you say 2 hours or three?
It's about 3 hours. A
Three
little
hours.
further than Seattle, actually.
Okay, so oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm on the right track. So, all I need to do now is cheat. I get to copy and paste. See, this is the reason why framework is so important. It, you don't have to reinvent the wheel each time. So, ah, we have to modify it. We have to make this Shunish. Okay, so now we have it takes 3 hours to get to Sultan.
If we hide a I Sultan, would it be Sultan
Yeah, let's see here. Sultan. If we hide eyes it,
Wouldn't it just be Sultan?
yeah, that sounds good too. Sultan. Um, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Sultan. Sultan. This looks good. Sultan or Sultan. But good question. Hutai. Um, hey, yeah, that looks good. Sultan. Um, Sultan gets gasket Klunish Ejun. So let's practice this one. We just developed it. couple seconds ago. Saltlin hits Cuskit Lunich Ejung. It takes 3 hours to get to Sultan, and it's implied that from Yakima. I might as well bump this down to the next line. Okay. So we have the Haida, we have the phonetics, and we have the English translation. Saltlin, Saltlin Hitsa, Gasket, Shunish, Egen. So it's way easier, instead of saying Saltlin by itself, to immediately add to it. Saltlin Then you could say Hitsa. So I'm going to add some dashes so you know where the breakups are. And then Kasket Klunish Ejung is the end. So Satlin hits Kasket Klunish Ejung. It really helps with the flow. So Satlin hits Kasket Klunish Ejung. Satlin hits Kasket Klunish Ejung. Kindika.
Saltlin hits Kuskit Slunith Egen.
Hoot high.
Sultlin hits Cuskit Slew Nilf Egen.
Skin.
Saltlin hits Gasket Klunish Ejun.
Hoots kadungas.
Saltlon. It's Kasgit Slunil Ejang.
Hoots kadungas is Antwerp, Belgium, about 2 hours north of Paris by train.
Belgium from Paris?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's maybe 2-3 hours. I will look.
Okay. Let's do that. I read somewhere that it was
Oh,
a couple hours. Let's do 2.5.
it's more. It's more.
It's more than 2.5. So let's do 3 hours. Okay,
Oh
we already had.
no. Sorry, 1 hour 22.
Sorry,
With 1 hour and 22 minutes.
1 hour and 23 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
so we are going to use the Seattle one because that's an hour and a half, an hour and 23 minutes. It's close, and we could add glue, and it would mean about an hour and a half because hour and 23 minutes is about an hour and a half. So let's do Antwerp. We'll leave it as is. Oh, the rest stays the same because, oh no, I said we're going to add glue. Okay. So now we need phonetics. Whoops, this is supposed to be the next line down. It's Prescott, Swanson, NY, Lou, Egan. So it takes about an hour and a half to get to Antwerp. And this is, oh, I'll put it back up here so it's on the same line. This is from Paris. Okay, let me. Antwerp, Hitsa, Gasket, Swanson, Inwidlu, Egen. Antwerp, Hitsa, Gasket, Swanson, Inwidlu, Egen. It's a mouthful, but so I use the same breakup, Antwerp, and then Hitsa, and then this is where I almost run out of breath. Gasket, Swanson, Inwidlu, Egen. It takes about an hour and a half to get to Antwerp from Paris. Antwerp, Antwerp, Itza, Gasket, Swanson, Inwidlu, Egen. Kindika.
Twerp on. It's a Pestic one song in wide glue Egen.
Hoot High.
Antwerpa, Hitza, Kasket, Swansong, Inwaitlu, Ejong.
Oh my goodness, you guys are making this look easy. Key skin.
We have a
Yeah.
picture.
He owes us all coffee though,
Yeah.
and hearing aids. Antwerp hits Kasket Swansong anwai Luke Ija.
Hulagen. Hutskadangas.
Antwerpa, Itza, Kasgit, Swansang, Inwai, Dlu Ijan.
Hulagen. Okay, we have. I'm gonna try and sing the departure song really fast. We have only a few seconds left.
Can you record it also and do the same thing and send the clip out since you're going to sing it right now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna sing it as shown. Each line is sung twice. And then that's it. It's not, we don't do it 3 times. Okay. Active voice memo. Departure song. House down, King's Son. D2E, D2E. House down, King's Son. D2E, D2E. Ki squad dangui. Kin la son. Ki squad dangui. Kin la son. Damana king. D2E, D2E. Damana king. D2E, D2E. Digui Steve. D2E, D2E. Digui Steve. D2E, D2E. Okay. So I'm gonna hit the share button, go to email, and it should only take a few seconds. Okay. And then I have to add to the title that this is departure song. Okay. It is sent. It's Wednesday already, so weekend guy Laftau. Have a good weekend, you guys. Sung Swansong, Dylan Wadjawat King Song. I'll see all you folks on Monday.
Friday.
What,
Hey,
Friday.
Oh,
Make
Friday.
a job. all right. Just
call.
checking.
Good call. Yes,
Yeah.
we have class on Friday. Let me rephrase that. Sung Clash, Dylan Wadjawat King Song. I'll see all you folks on Friday. That's better. Good correction.
And I thought I had brain farts.
Oh, I have them all the time.
Let's ice that brain fart.
Yeah, there we go. In our next class. How
Oh.
Uh,